Hello? Am I here? Testing. Okay. Evidently, how dare I try to open my bot? That was one thing too many, apparently. Camera and the bot. Clearly too much. Okay. Yikes. Mine took 2 refreshes, but you're here again? Okay. Yeah, if I'm not here, well, you wouldn't know that I'm telling you to refresh. Twitch app did not handle that well, no. Oh my god, and it's about to play ads again. Because the stream went offline. Yeah, I apologize if you get hit with ads again. I promise I will not tell any of the stories I have to tell until afterwards. I will be as boring as humanly possible. Oh, wait, but speaking of sports ball, I found a really interesting story that I have to share. So again, I'll wait. Thanks, Twitch. The annoying thing too is that OBS was like trying to reconnect, and then it was all of a sudden goes, your stream key is invalid, please re-enter it. And I'm like, nope, that means that it just like completely lost connection because your stream key doesn't change like ever. So I was like, no, time to turn OBS off and on again. Have you tried plugging it in and unplugging it? Working on your first color work sock. Gonna make personalized stockings. Oh, wait, that's so cute. I love that idea. I'm making socks and stocks and socks. That's adorable. Did that? Okay. Wait, talking about stocks. Really quick while we're still in like repeat ads, can we just all agree that the current breakup on social media is hilarious. And they say that women can't be president because they're too emotional. A little scary, but also really funny. And it's happening during Pride Month. I have more emotional regulation in my grade 1 and 2 classroom. It's one of the gayest things on the internet now, too. Oh, so evidently Trump dismissed Elon from some decision, like some of the decisions he's making is going to hurt Elon, and Elon is now responding with, "Don't you know that like without me, you never would have won presidents?" and and on and on and on it's go, and they're now, oh, the reason that the Epstein files haven't been disclosed is because Trump is one of the names on, like they're just constantly throwing each other under the bus. And it's unreal to see two grown men with more money and power just being like, well, he's a stupid poo poo head. Yeah, I don't have Twitter either, but I'm still following it. Also, these are powerful humans in making decisions. Yeah, so it's not cool. Yup. It's a very public cat fight. The 3-year-old fighting on Twitter. Something. It's something. My Maple has more emotional regulation, and he doesn't even know how to communicate. Like he would never. He would never. Um, I'll allow this. Can I allow it? Okay, it won't allow it because his name is blocked in this chat because I didn't want to deal with Trumpers after the. No, it won't allow me to because like I don't care if we talk about it. It was mostly after the election. I didn't want people coming in and being like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. But Sharon said, I'm surprised that Trump isn't banned on his platform, on Elon's platform. And I'm surprised too. Yeah. It's weird that I'm not allowed to like swipe and say allow. Um, Highlighting the fight, including when Kanye West showed up to try and keep the peace. What a dumpster fire. Mm-hmm. Only in one place, so unverified, yeah. That's the tricky thing is verifying stuff because AI can make anything look real. Including tweets and things like that. So luckily a lot of people have been like, I'm so like, there's no way that this is real, so I went and I checked and it is. And it's like, yeah, there's a lot of that happening right now where people are like, there's no way that they're tweeting this. And then they went and they're like, oh God. But like there are some fake tweets that people are now sharing. Like, so definitely like look, if you want to look, Stephen Colbert is a great comedic resource. He did talk about it. And yeah, so just, but speaking of like fact checking some stuff that's out there, do you all want to hear something that's just like so heartwarming? Like, it's both heartwarming and upsetting that it needs to be done, because again, the US healthcare system is such utter garbage over here that it's sad that this is what had to happen. But I have new respect for the Dodgers, right? Baseball team. I'm glad that the Mets beat them, in total against them. But I saw this story and I had to go and fact check it. And it's true. So here's a little feel good, I guess, news thing, right? So the Dodgers had an outfielder named Andrew Toles who has not played for the Dodgers since 2018. However, the Dodgers have once again re-signed him this year, allowing him to keep his health insurance for mental health treatment as he suffers from schizophrenia and bipolar disorder. So, to make sure that one of their former players still has health insurance, this team has been re signing him every year since 2018, even though he's not able to play, so that he doesn't lose health insurance, so that he can still get medical treatment that he needs. And I'm like, this is so sweet, but also such bullshit that that's what needs to be done in order to like take care of your mental health in this country. So, straight facts, I can read details on what I want, yeah. And they take cute animal picture breaks. Oh, I love that. Yeah, the news gets very overwhelming very quickly. But I saw that and I was like, okay, I have to fact check this. And I fact checked it and it is in fact true. And I was like, bravo. Bravo to them. Let me see. One thing. Okay. Only good news. I like that. It's like that one person online, Jen, who posts like just only good news, only good stories. Good news, girl. Yeah. All right. Do y'all want a tree update? I've been live for 30 minutes. I didn't post that I was live on Discord. Oh my god. Whoops. Hold on to your butts. Hi, Hammy. Yeah, sorry. I feel like such a tease. I'm gonna wait just a couple minutes for the tree update now, just because I didn't announce that I was live until just now. So there might be people who are like, "Oh crap, I can't on the Discord note." I know I'm the worst. I'm so sorry. I'm such a tease. I'm gonna tell you all about this. No, I'm not. Like, sorry. We're gonna end the stream today, and I'm just gonna be like, I never told you. And then I'm just gonna click end and giggle. Post a short doing it too. Hi, Glenn. Good to see you. Post a follow-up short referencing the news that you mentioned. And just never post the fact. Be like, I posted this in like my last video. Go check it out on my page. I hate when people do that. And then you have to scroll through like 27 different videos and like 5 recipes and ads, and you're like, I just want to know part 1, please. Post part 2 without ever posting part 1. Oh no. Am I? Oh, okay. The camera froze for a minute. We're okay though? I'm still here? Oh, no worries at all. I'm sorry that you're not doing great. I'm glad you're doing a little better. It just froze a little, yeah. Just took a little snooze. Hi, Petrichor. All right. One square attached. The first square is always the quickest because there's just one side to do. All right. I now need a brown and dark green square. Okay. Dark green like this. Brown like that. Brown to dark green to brown. Yep, okay. Oh my gosh, what is in my eye? All right, once I get this all clipped up, I will tell you the update. I'll read you the email I got in regards to trees. I used to hate when my dad would say that. I'd be like, oh, what is in my eye? And he'd be like, your finger. And I'm like, smart ass. Thanks, Dad. I meant besides my finger and my eye, which should be there. What's in my eye that shouldn't be in my eye? Okay. All right. So last night I checked my email, as I do, and I see I have an email from Brighter Blooms, and I'm like, oh boy. Boy. And it said, hi Megan, my name is Amanda and I'm one of the senior representatives here at Brighter Blooms. So I'm like, oh good, so it did actually make its way up the chain. After reviewing your order and all correspondence, I understand your frustration. I see where you requested a refund for the original tree and instead were sent a replacement. I wanted to follow up with you to try and make this right. I have refunded your account for the full $147.99, and you should see this reflected in your account in 3 to 5 business days. Please let me know if you have any questions or concerns, and I am always happy to help. Like, wow! Someone who can read and comprehend what the heck is going on. Success! Yep. That's literally all that we wanted this whole time. This whole time. And like I said, I don't want to be like a nasty person, but like don't be all, "Oh, I'll give you a 20% off on your next order." Are you out of your goddamn mind? I'm never ordering from you again. Like, what are you talking about? And that's why I was like, please, please, someone in charge. That's why it's good to remain calm but firm when dealing with, companies, right? Like, I never became irate or nasty or anything like that, but I was just like, absolutely not. This is unacceptable. And polite. Yeah. Some people, I think, feel like they can't be. Like, I was firm, like I stood my ground and, oh, no free feed on the internet. Um, and, I stated clearly, like, what I expected. But I wasn't like, you are all just a bunch of blabbering idiots, and your company should be shut down and you should feel bad and this, like, no, it was just when you asked if this was an okay solution, and I was like, absolutely not. Not an okay solution. I do not agree with this. Oh, yeah, you can ask to speak to the manager without being like, I demand to, like, there are ways of asking to speak with the manager, and then there's like the self entitled way of being like, let me speak to your manager, you know? Like, I was like, I need to speak to someone higher up than you because clearly I know that all you're offering me is what you've got to offer. Like, and it's not gonna fly. And throwing blame, yeah, exactly. Two different things. Uh oh. Here comes trouble. Peeping. Let's get both of them in here. That was thread short. Oh. So they couldn't send the floss out because they're all packaged parts of the kit, so they refunded. Oh. Gave you the supply. There you go. Well, that's good. Frustrating that, like, they couldn't fix the problem, but at least they had, like, a good solution, like, with what they were able to do. Hello? Is there a gremlin under the bed? There was a gremlin under the bed. Hello. What you doing? Hi. Support people are often told by the company to only offer certain things. They're not able to do certain actions. Yep. Exactly. And that's why I was like, please, I even said in the email, like, get me to someone else, Like, I understand and I don't blame you for what you've offered, but it's not an acceptable solution in this case. The window is not open. You can look out it though. I know you can't smell it's so hot today, baby. It's so hot. It's like 88 out. It's gross. A cuddle gremlin. Oh my gosh. So I'll tell you all the Artie and Pippin story here in a second. But I don't know why I just thought of this. I did the most Megan thing again in Minecraft last night. So I was working on finishing a build. And I needed more sand to make into glass. So I go out to the desert warp that we have set. And I'm out there just farming sand. And because... What do you think of this? I don't know if you all could hear any of that. So I'm in like a village, right? And cats spawn near villages. Stray cats spawn near villages. And luckily, the AC is off. Turn that on. There I am out, you know, farming sand, and I was like, there were two other people playing. So the server that I play on is for Rochella and her mods. And so those of you, I don't know, like some of you might know her and her streams. Sari, the author of Sari Codes, or the Sari bot, I should say, is one of her mods and was playing. And so was another mod, Lulu. And I was like, I type in the in-game chat, I'm like, of course I find more cats and I have no fish or leads to bring them home. We love Sari. We love Sari. Hubby just heard Minecraft. So I was like, and I have no idea how to get home from where I am. And then they changed my life. They said, did you know that if you tame a cat and warp home, it will follow you with your warp? And I was like, no way. And they were like, yeah. And I was like, well, damn, I don't have any fish. Next thing you know, Lulu and Sari both warp to me with 20 fish each and drop them and then disappear. Because to tame the cats, you have to feed them fish. And I was like, you guys are real.
I
So,
found my people.
Thank you for that follow. I missed who it was. It'll pop up here. LA Cat, welcome in. And so... Oh, okay. So I lost the cat in that time, right? And I was like, dang it. You said you needed fish, you got fish. Yeah. So I lost where the cat was in that time. And I pull up like the little map that we have and I see the little icon and it's like out in the desert now because they're afraid of you when you approach them. So off I go with my fish in my pocket. Gross. And I find the cat. And then I found another cat that was also near this cat. And I was like, yeah, you knew exactly what happened. Uh-huh. Look at her. I love you so much. I do. So much. And I was like, oh, heck yes, I'm getting 2 cats. So I end up befriending the first one that I originally saw. And it was nighttime, so I warped back to my house before the monsters could come. And then I was so sad because my cat didn't follow me. And I'm like, I must have done something wrong. So I'm in the chat and I'm like, my cat didn't follow. I don't know what I did. And so there's a couple of minutes of like no talking in the in-game chat. And I warped back to the desert to see if like I could still see the cat on the map, and I couldn't. And I was like, damn it, like I don't know what I did. And Sari, all of a sudden, a few minutes later, was like, oh, I know what happened. He goes, you have to make sure the cat is standing and not in the sit-stay position because otherwise they'll be good boys and girls and they won't follow you. Saren! Hello! How are you? Thank you for the raid. We're talking about Minecraft cats, which are similar to cats. And her little paw is on my arm right now. Right there. Fearful Spidey, hello, welcome in. Welcome in. Teresa, hi, it's good to see you. But welcome, Raiders. How was the rest of your stream? I hope it was good. Ori was so cute, just like running around and like jumping on all the toys and doing all the silly things. I'm gonna move this hand, okay? After I finish telling this Minecraft cat story, I have a little Artemis and Pippin story to tell. So if you like cats, you're in the right place for the next couple of minutes of conversation, at least. So yeah, Sari was like, you have to make sure that the cat isn't in like the sit-stay position in Minecraft. I found him. I'm like, wait, you warped to the desert and found my cat that I fed and like befriended? He goes, yeah, I'm standing right next to him. So I pull up my map and I see where Sari is, and I'm like running over there, and sure enough, there's my little cat with his little collar just sitting there. Like, I'm a good boy, I wait here. So I had him stand up so that he would follow me, and then I warped back to my house, and sure enough, he followed, and I was like, yes. This is such a Megan vibe. Isn't it, though? Isn't it? So I got the one cat, and then I was like, okay, but now I have to go find the orange cat that also appeared in the desert for obvious reasons. So off I go again. I found the orange cat, and it's like up a mountain. And I was like, dang it. Because you have to crouch as you approach them with fish to not scare them away. Well, I also found out, chat, evidently you can haul ass after them while spamming the fish button. And that will tame them too. So you don't just have to crouch, because I had to try and get this cat off this mountain because there was no way for me to like approach it or to have the other cat or have it approach me. And so it starts running away and I'm like, no, no, no. And so I start running after it and I'm like spamming the fish button. And when you do so, before the cat is tamed, they have like little grumpy like clouds around them. Like, no. And as soon as you've done it enough, those little clouds change to hearts. And they get a collar. And so, sure enough, I'm like smacking this cat with fish as it's running away. And next thing you know, it sits down and a collar appears. And I'm like, heck yes. But look at them. I shared pictures in Discord. If you're not in Discord and you would like to join, come on in. Feel free to join. But tell me that this isn't Maple sitting next to my furnace that was making my glass. Right? And tell me that the little orange one isn't Artemis. I also have a white cat. So I don't have a Pippin looking cat, and I have a white cat. So I clearly need to get a white cat in real life. I do need to get some dogs. I do. So I'll show you all next Thursday. We're going to play Minecraft on stream. Because everyone's been wanting to see like what I've done. So next Thursday you all will get to see my cats and all the things I've built and all of that. So last night James and I were sitting on the couch, and this one was sitting next to me, and Pippin was on the floor, and there's enough room on the couch for all of us. So I told James, I'm like, pat the couch, have her come up. And instead she approaches like right again where Artie is. And I'm like, girlfriend, like come up where there's room. Instead she gets close to Artie, and I'm so sad I didn't get this in time, but I have it on the security camera. And Artie reaches down from the couch, she's lying on her side, and goes like this. And is playfully, claws in, soft feet, bapping Pippin. And I just about lost my mind. So I missed getting it on film. Like, this was all I got. And it was just like, I was like, dang. So, hold on. I did, however, go back. So it's security camera footage. So it's not like the best quality. Okay, but there I'm sitting. And then Artie, you can see her little white feet moving. And now here comes Pippin. And there's the little paw. And the little baps. And then I tried to take a video and my light turned on, but you can see her little paw. And she was just like, bap bap. Like, so gentle. Oh, it gives me such hopes for them. So yeah. I know, it was the first time that I had seen Artemis be like the instigator. Normally Pippin's the one who tries to play with Artie, and Artie's like, eh. But this time it was Artemis who was like, you want to play? Right? Anywho, Raiders, we are working on this massive blanket. It is a king size blanket. That is why we are doing assembly here in my bedroom on my king size bed, because it's just, it won't fit on my desk. And the pattern that I did is like this over here. That's what the blanket will look like when it's all assembled. And it is for my brother who's getting married in August. So this is their wedding present. Because they've lived together for a while. So like they don't really need like a lot of, new house stuff. But everyone needs a handmade blanket, She's being so good and so cute. Thank you. I really like this blanket. It's made up of granny squares, and then I'm mattress seaming them together so that they lie really nice and flat. So when it's all held up, which I can't really do, maybe I can, it looks like a quilt. So, yeah. And we are on the second to last row, which is fantastic because, again, the wedding fast approaches. So yeah, second to last. So we started from the top, so we're 2 up from the bottom basically today. I'm on the green and brown square on that row. Almost there, yep. You're very sweet. Also, Saren, if you need to raid and run, I hope that you've already done so. You are welcome, of course, to hang out. Um, I forgot this is one of the things too that I'm going to include in their gift is just pictures of Artie helping with the blanket. Can I help you? She is. She's helping. And I think that it would make them happy because they had an orange cat named Quark who unfortunately passed away much too young. A golden ticket? What? Oh, no worries, Susan. Anytime. It's always good to see you. Lurking as you finish this dragon. Kid decided to download a game. Oh no. Is stream a bit choppy in general? I know that this laptop had a couple of issues earlier. So, oh. Do I have one? Cheer 1 bit for your first badge. I'm not trying to cheer, I'm trying to type. Okay, ticket. Do I have one yet? I need a golden ticket. It's like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. So I'm not there yet. Oh, it's catches, not attempts. Or no, it's attempted catches. Okay. I was like, woof. If it's catches, I'm screwed. Oh, cozy girl. It's hard too because our bedroom doesn't always get like great signal strength for whatever reason. Our house isn't that big. That's a bit. Oh, okay. I'm like, what the heck is that Pokemon? Looking at it over there, I couldn't tell. A Stoutland. Big doggo. Thank you for the lurk, Teresa. I have to show you your sticker options because you won that extra little giveaway that we did after fundraising for St. Jude. I just don't have the stickers in my bedroom with me. I can send you a picture. Cutie patootie. Ham, I know. The biggest of hams. Fuzz. Oh, I gotta stretch my legs. I mean, not my legs. I don't have those. Yeah, you hear the birds peeping outside? Oh my goodness. You're posing for a photo now? You said, take one like this, please, Mom. I wonder if you'll let me. Would you like a little blanket? You're so pretty. Yeah. You're so pretty. Well, yeah, that's why I gave her a blanket. I figured she'd want to be cozy. She's too cute. So does anyone have any weekend plans? Also, I don't know when ads are going to roll because we started on time, but then the stream went down and then I restarted, so we might be coming up on them. I'm trying to keep an eye on the notification, but just... Oh, 7 minutes. Okay. We have plenty of time then. Thank you. I don't know why I didn't think to check that. Getting ramen with a friend on Saturday? Ooh. Try to survive. That's fair. Rest, read, and craft. All very good things. Clean, because my house is messy. Mood. I did like a little bit of a clean. I had like stuff that just needed to get put away. Like that's always I don't know. I hate when it's like, gosh, if I just put this away before when I was holding it, I wouldn't have to clean. Well, that's life, isn't it? I've really been wanting to like work on some projects with all the yarn, like some of the stuff that I bought a while ago. I've been itching to like finish up or finish and start some projects, but then I've been like unsure of what to do. Honestly, what I should work on is the yellow cardigan that I started. And then sometimes I'll be like, no, but I started that on stream. And it's like, yeah, but I don't have to do every single stitch on stream. I think it'll be okay if I do a few off camera. I wish that we all lived closer to each other so that we could like help one another, you know? Like get things done together. Oh my god, she did what I wanted. Like, okay, we're gonna start by doing laundry at Megan's. Like, we're gonna load up the washing machine. Then we're gonna go to Allison's and we're going to, I don't know, do whatever. And then Megan's gonna go back home and put the laundry in the dryer. And then then we'll go back over to this person's next. And then when the laundry's done, we'll get together and fold it, you know, like. I wish there was a giant hand in the sky that took care of rubbish for me, like in The Sims. You drag it to the bin, it disappears, right? Take it out of the dryer and it automatically folds and puts itself away. That would save me so much time and like mental energy. Like it doesn't require that much physical energy, but like the mental energy that would save me. Oh my god. I mean, yeah, money trash cans are cool, but like, am I throwing away my plate every time? Because that's going to get expensive. Although I guess my pets do count as household slots. It's not just James and I, because pets take up household space, so we would make a decent amount. It is, yes. Been digging quilt style Afghans. Yes, that is the pattern that I'm doing. This one over here. You can kind of see a little bit. It's huge. It's a king size blanket, so each square I think is like 16 inches or so. But yeah, I designed the colors. Yeah, they're solid granny squares. Evidently, this yarn is under both me and the cat. I'm sorry, Artie. Where does this go? Hello? Here, I'll just show you this one instead. Sorry, I didn't mean to bother you. There you go. Yeah, solid granny. So each round gets bigger, but hood out of the same pattern. Nice. Chipped your polish. It's too hot to paint them. Oh no. Oh, I hate that for you. Okay. Ads are about to start. I don't have words on stream set up. I'm a little afraid of I mean, we could try. I just know that the stream crashed before when I opened the bot. But we can give it a shot. Anyway, Twitch is about to play ads. I do apologize. They are the perfect opportunity, though, to get a stretch, get a snack, get a drink, have a stretch, take your meds, move your laundry, or even just stretch where you're sitting. We'll try words. Why not, right? Let's see. Whoosh. Okie dokie. Can you all still hear me? It looks like it. Ads will be over in a couple of seconds. So we're gonna reposition. There are no legs here. There are no legs in bossing, say. Jeez. Hi, nerds. family. Genuinely, all that I'm doing is just taking photos of her. Look at her. She's perfect. She's a perfect baby. I need a little bit of this blanket, but I don't dare disturb this little baby. This sweet little angel. Yeah, they're cat legs. Nailed it. She doesn't know. She's orange. There you go. But I warmed that bit. I'm sorry. Oh no. We had a dog growing up that would get stuck in my parents' walk-in closet because the closet was always carpeted, and my mom has hearing loss. So she has hearing aids now, but back then she didn't. And so she couldn't hear him follow her, and he followed her everywhere. And so he'd follow her into the closet. She wouldn't know. She'd turn the light off and close the door, and he'd just be in there like, I guess this is it now. And one of us would be like, where's Coda? And she'd be like, oh no. She currently, she has a blanket on, or a square on top of her right now as a blanket. She loves yarn. I literally, I made her a cat couch that she was actually lying on yesterday. Quite a lot. Cat always ends up in the pantry. Yeah, it was funny. We'd like open the door and Coda would just be like lying on the ground like, oh, hey. Yeah, here's her cat couch. It's also crocheted. She loves it. I was stuck in the garden a few weeks back. Airlift her out and back inside. Oh god. Couple of beds, one basket style, one enclosed pod style. She doesn't give a crap about either. So I specifically made her the cat couch because I knew she would love it. I have other cats, and people have been like, you should make them couches, and I honestly just don't think that they're gonna care.
Master. Why do you think I always have this glue gun stuck to my arm? Ugh.
Would you look at that?
Silly. Thank you for the 19-month resub. That's almost 2 years. Holy cow. Thank you, thank you. We're keeping track of the paper stars that I owe everyone in Discord. So let me know what color star you would like. And I'll make it on Monday. You already put it there. What a rock star. She smashed down the pod style and slept on the top but not the inside. Yeah. That's how my cats are with like this one cave style bed. They just smoosh it. They smoosh it and sleep on the top. But Artemis loves yarn. She loves everything that I make, which is honestly quite a compliment. So yeah, she got the yarn couch and she loves it. But I think that Maple would like bunny kick a couch if I gave it to him. And I could see Pippin enjoying it. Pippin doesn't like, she doesn't mess with like soft things as if they're toys. Like Maple will kick his bed. But Pippin's like, no, this is something cozy. Not a toy. Doesn't smell like a toy. So maybe at some point we'll make her one. Speedy kittens. I also love everything you make. No. So Artie's couch is in my office on top of the large desk. So Pippin could reach it and use it if she wanted to. We have never found her in that bed. Maple doesn't have access to that room. So because Maple's a stinky boy who doesn't understand the girls and they don't get along yet. I came in like a wrecking ball. We almost have finished attaching 2 squares. I'm speedy today. I'm so fast. Watch, I'm gonna run out of the room. Did you see it? I was so fast. Yeah, so Pippin scratches at the door when she wants to come in. And again, I feel bad that like I can't have them with me all the times that they want to be. It's just part of the problem of having a reactive dog with cats that you never really planned on having. However, we got a sticky like scratch mat thing and I stuck it to the door where she scratches. So she doesn't do it as much, but if she does, at least it should be filing her nails too. So like if you're gonna be like that. Yeah. It freaks Maple the heck out, though, when she scratches on the door. The Mets won. The Mets farm team won. Not the home team, but yes, I won. I did like a big long story time in like the first hour and a half of yesterday's stream if you want like in-depth details. But it was a lot of fun. We had a good time. I'd do it again. We met some very nice people. I met a couple of very entitled and spoiled children. But overall, it was really good. I met a Philly fan who tried to give me crap, and I was like, no. She's out. Yep. Yesterday's story time was a fun roller coaster. So much happened in like a 3-hour game. Yeah, I mean, I'm used to it by now, honestly. It's kind of like jerk Yankee fans. Most of them are. Not all, right? My husband's not a jerk Yankee fan, but I'm very used to it. Not all Philly fans are jerks, but I'm also just very used to it. So, like, it's nothing new. She does. Uh-oh, where'd my scissors go? Um, if green handle under pillow. Gold star for you. Thanks, Hammy. Okay. Snap, crackle, pop. That's 2 squares attached. We're zooming. Normally it takes me an hour per square. Well, I guess the first square doesn't take as long. Doesn't matter. We're still zooming. Okay, I need a orange and brown. I like playing those kinds of games too. Not when I'm crafting. I know. Do you see her? She's the coziest right now. Morning, Emily. Like, I want to curl up with her. Take a snooze. Okay. Brown goes against green. Yep. Brown goes against green. Also, yes. Oh, to be a kitty snuggled in a quilt. I know. I keep taking pictures. Because I plan on printing out a bunch and including them in the blanket gift with the when I give it to the Ryans. I'm itchy today, but I'm hanging in. I'm just sending James a couple of pictures of his favorite. Yeah, I know that they'll get a kick out of seeing an orange kitty loving on a blanket. Can you hear her purrs? Someone should clip them. She has very quiet purrs. They're very gravel sounding, very gravelly. Hey, I mean, sometimes you just need to take a break. Nothing wrong with that. The kitty purrs and we think it's adorable, and our other half snore. It's irritating. Because when a spouse snores, it's so loud, and when a kitten purrs, it's quiet and it's soothing. Keeps me up, yeah. No worries, Glenn. You don't need to. We don't need to know in order to support and just be there for you. She is out now, chat. It's more repetitive. Yeah. They are proven to be healing. Yeah, not only like for people to listen to, but they also purr to heal themselves. Or kittens or other like their purrs are healing. That was a big yawn. Oh no. Oh my gosh, she's so cozy. I put one of the squares that I'm not using yet over top of her. And so now she's in like a little blanket. She's got a lovely little pillow. And she's got a little blanket on top, and she's just this one. She looks so pissed though. Can you calm the resting bitch face down a little bit? Can you look a little... Yeah, being an indoor cat isn't so bad. She's like, sometimes mom puts me in this stupid gnome hat, but now all we need is a translator that takes human snores and outputs cat purrs instead. I'm trying to sleep, I know, but close your eyes. Close your eyes. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep, little Artie, in the morning. Can trick you. Y'all. Used to run her finger down my nose to get me to fall asleep. Yeah, the first time that I saw that was in Frozen, actually, when they like are singing and they do that, and I was like, that's brilliant. And you can do it like to Patch or the cats, and it's the same. They're just like, oh, and out they go. Welcome back. The worst part is I can't share any of these cute pictures on social media yet because the blanket's a gift. So all these cute pictures I'm taking of her are just for like us to enjoy for now. I mean, I guess that they're close enough that I could share, and people like, should my brother see it, he's not going to be like, that's a blanket. Yeah. I have to bring my dress to a tailor to see about getting it altered. I'm just saying that they're so cute and I want to share them because they're so cute. Like, this is what we need more of. Just sleeping cats. He doesn't. At least he hasn't in, like, I would say since he's been out of college. My parents do. And I had taught my parents and my brother how to use their Amazon Prime to give me their free Prime sub every month. But do they do that? No. So they just have Prime subs sitting there unused. Speaking of, if you have Amazon Prime, did you know if you link it to your Twitch account, you get a free sub to use on any creator every month? No, they don't sub at all. Nope. Rude. I know. Took 2 forks to work today. Listen, as long as they both came back, it's okay. I won't tell. little wispies. Better to have a backup than nothing at all. That's true. Better than 2 knives, yeah. Although 2 forks wouldn't be very helpful if you had soup. You know? At that point, you just drink it. Fair. No, that's smart. James leaves some stuff in his work locker. Things like sugar, salt, pepper. No, I don't. Um, I don't know when it's supposed to rain. I thought it was supposed to already have rained. Because once the temperature breaks, I need to try and get some weeding done in the garden out front. It's a big weed problem right now. Because I thought it was supposed to rain. It's gonna rain all weekend, so I guess I'm not gonna be working in the garden this weekend. Probably get stuff done around here. Laundry, all of that. I hate weeds too. I love being in the garden. My issue in the summer is that mosquitoes love me. And I am itchy enough already. I do not need mosquito bites as well. I don't mind rain either. I actually find it to be quite relaxing, especially if you don't have anywhere that you need to be. Like if you have to be somewhere and it's pouring, that can be a little bit of like a annoyance. But if you're just home and like relaxing, that's wonderful. I think I might try and work on some more of the Pippin art stuff that I was working on. So I'm trying to make another emote. And I finally figured out how I want to show Pippin's floofy hair. So that's been like a problem of mine for a really long time. I have like character sheets for all the cats now. And I've been working on them. Eventually I might redo the style a little bit of the ones that we have. Because I really like this style, and it allows for like better turning of like their bodies, their heads and stuff like that. So it's something that I might do. I might not. But for the longest time, I could not figure out how to showcase Pippin as a fluffy cat, because obviously Artie and Maple are short-haired, and you know, I would just show a little bit of floof. Like if you look at their hold on. Oh, can I not? I can't do a big emote, evidently, from mobile. But like they have some little floof like around their cheeks and stuff to just try and like show that they're fluffy. But I'm like, Pippin needs to be floofy. And everything I did felt wrong. And remember I showed you all, I was looking at some of those like how to draw instructions and looking at like how to draw a fluffy cat, how to draw a Maine Coon cat. One of the things that I noticed is that most of the time they used rounded edges on their fur instead of like the pointy ones that you, if you can see those emotes at all, that like Maple and Artie I did. And so I tried that. I tried like removing where like the sharp corners were. And I made them rounded. So like it makes her look bigger, but it also makes the hair look fuller. And so, yeah, that worked out really well. Hold on here. I can do it from the computer. Boop. See? Oh, there we go. Thanks, Kit Kat. So like I rounded that stuff more, and I also added some floof by her ears. And that's the shape of her all of a sudden looks good, because I want them to be like similar enough that like you can tell that they were all done by me, but they need to also be different enough because they're different cats and different breeds and different everything. So yeah, I finally got something that I like, and now I have to, like I said, I hadn't have like a pose thing where I have them looking straight. Like again, it was another drawing technique that I saw someone, you know, again, one of these like how to draw, I think it was like how to draw different like anime or something, but they had like a circle system, like, you know, eyes here and like the face. And then like if they're turned, well, that's also going to turn your center line. So it's going to be like this now instead of it, you know what I mean? And so like the shape of the face changes a little bit too. And so I used like those lines, but put cat features on them instead of people features. So I'm making up one of those so that way whenever I want to draw like an emote of them, you know, are they looking a certain way? Are they doing something? I can just like go and grab that as like a, almost like a base, if you will. To be like, okay, here's my base of what it looks like for Pippin to be looking up and to the left. Now I need to add this, this, and this to make it an emote, but at least I have like that base. Yeah. So you've been doing sketching, but for dogs, it's not easy. It's not. Saying growing up, what I always loved to draw were horses. I had like a how to draw horse book, and I destroyed that book, not in like a mean way or in a malicious way, but I used it so much that like it fell apart along the binding. But guess who can draw a really good horse head still? And like the body, legs are always tricky because horse legs are like goofy, you know? They get skinny and stuff. But like I can still to this day sketch out a decent enough horse. You'll know it's a horse. You might not, you know. You drew their legs wrong for years and no one told you? How did you draw them wrong? Trying not to disturb the cat. Oh, I'm still obsessed with horses too. Like, I follow so many horse Facebook groups, or I'm in so many horse Facebook groups. rescues and things like that. We're one sub away from having to do a sticker giveaway. I just noticed that. Bending forward. They are all the same, but they're not. They're not. It's true. Some animals' legs are just wonky, you know? Or not even wonky, just confusing. Like flamingos, man. It never occurred to me that I drew them wrong, yeah. I just sent my mom a couple of the pictures of Artemis, and she's like, oh my god. Like, I know. I think we might be able to hear some more. Oh, no worries, Glenn. Thank you for stopping in. I hope that things get better for you. Dog just started snoring. Straddling your knee. I should just move that camera so that it's focused on her. Like, none of you need to see me. Megan? Ugh. Artemis? Yes. You love the whole picture? Thanks, y'all. I'm glad that you can see her too. Oh, she's snuggling in hard. Sewing like the top is so much trickier because I can't move the blanket as much as I would normally because of how she's lying on it. Now I'm about to finish the third square in this row, but I can't really move on to work on the next three because she's here. So should we work then on the bottom three, like the start of the last row? It doesn't really matter, like what order they work in. But like I can't, she's sleeping on the other three that I would need to. Yeah, I can't move her. Absolutely not. The only way that that's acceptable is if there's like a fire, you know? Oh, I could stitch the next three to each other. That's true too. Oh yeah, Emily, my stream crashed earlier. So ads are at a weird time. Yeah, I went live at normal time and then the stream crashed when I opened the bot. And then ads played again. So what would you all prefer? Do you think that I should attach the next three like to each other? Or attach like the bottom row, first three? I mean, I'm not going to get that far, honestly. Whichever you prefer. I like how she's like disappearing further and further into the blanket as she snuggles. Not going to be as confusing. Whichever's easier. Whichever is easiest and won't disturb Artie. True, that's what really matters. Forget about ease for me. It's all about her. What's not going to disturb her? We do. Yeah. We're all pet people. We all understand. Her comfort above all else. We are but humble servants to our pets, little furry dictators. Oh, wait, but I'm trying to do that. If you try and make it a certain number of catches, you get like a thing, so. By the way, that's exactly how it feels to have vertigo, the way that Pokemon looks. I did not do my daily, no. I forgot to even post in the Discord that I went live. Because I don't have Discord up on the computer right now. So, yeah. Oh, Spinda, the one that was just on the screen. Was looking all dizzy and wobbly. That is sweet. I love, this might be like a weird thing. I get emails from my OBGYN, right? They are they're an OB, but they are also like a birthing center, like where people can give birth in a setting that's not a hospital but also not a home. Like there's like nicely made up rooms that have like private bathrooms and all sorts of different things. And they are very much like about the whole woman, you know, from like before you're pregnant to during pregnancy to afterwards. Like they have like mommy and me classes and all sorts of cute things. And so they email you every once in a while with like, you know, here's what's going on this month or what's coming up. And the one for this month was like all rainbows. And then it was really neat though because they actually had a little blurb in there kind of like reminding people that like Pride started as like a protest, if you will, and like talking about what the first Pride was. And then I was like, that's really cool. Like, I love that they had that little thing in there. Because I'm sure some people will be all upset about it because people have nothing better to worry about than everyone else and what they're doing. But it's always nice when like a doctor or someplace like that acknowledges, you know, and teaches. It's important to remember how Pride started. Because I don't think a lot of people know that, like, know why this month is Pride Month and like I will say that was the one thing that I thought was a little icky about the doctor that I went to out of state was that they didn't have any pride decorations up. Everything was decked out for the 4th of July. And I was like, oh. Yeah. We're just skipping a whole month. Okie dokie. Yeah. Didn't know about the first Pride until this year. I am not as well educated on it as I not necessarily should be, but would want to be. And again, that's just a matter of what we were taught in school too growing up. Like, I feel like a lot of our history classes focused on, like, I don't know, things like the Holocaust and slavery and Christopher Columbus. Like, we were not unless like you took, you know, extra classes or whatever. Like, I remember in high school we had like American history from like this year till this year, and then we had American history part 2 from this year till this, and it's like, believe it or not, there's more history than just ours. I think it's important too, yeah. A non-binary 18th birthday card I'd like to send. So I made your own. Added a non-binary flag to it. Aww. Looks awesome. That's amazing. Definitely feel free. You're welcome to share pictures of like the stuff you make on the Cricut in Discord. I'd love to see. Took world history in the night. Yeah, like I remember taking world history too, but the fact that there was like American history, like they offered two different classes on it in high school, but they didn't offer multiple world history classes. Like, what? Love her history videos. Her little paws are on my feet. You can't see her anymore either. She's like snug too hard. She's too deep in the cuddle puddle. You have feet? No, I have gravity connectors. Slash reference. If you get the reference, you can let me know. Deeply. Yeah, are really toxic. Info by Firehouse. Deconstructing those beliefs. That's good. Honestly. Like, it's important to grow. It's important to learn and be open to learning new ideas. Like, I saw this really cute little comic that someone had drawn about, a pet owner. And it was really cute, and like the little hamster's thinking like, wow, how lucky am I? And they start off in like a little tiny cage, and then you see like the pet owner at the computer kind of doing like this, and like it just says like hamsters on the computer, and then it shows the hamster still thinking like, wow, how lucky am I, in like a bigger, more enriching cage. And it's the truth, because like we don't know everything. Like my first guinea pig that I had growing up, my rabbit that I had growing up, they were in cages that were much too small, but it wasn't known back then. It, the internet was not a thing where you could look up and learn about that. It was just, this is what we learned from breeders or from other people, and this is what we were told, and so we took it at face value, and we were like, okay, that's what we do, that's what we use. And it's like, being able to learn and grow is important. And so, I don't know. I find it good when we're able to kind of challenge or question what we knew. We're like always learning, always finding out more information, always being open to learning something different. My guinea pigs were in very small cages, and I find it hard not to judge myself for that with the information I have today. Right, but you didn't have that information then. If you did have that information then, you would have made different decisions, and that's okay. I would have made different decisions too, but I didn't have the information then. I can't blame myself for not knowing something that wasn't readily available, especially because, like, I remember I got like a book all about guinea pigs, like how to take care of your guinea pig. And even in that book, it talked about like the proper cage size being like what you get in pet stores. It was not, you know, CNC cages, big enclosures, enrichment. Like it wasn't that. And so, how are we supposed to know if books and magazines and stuff are telling us one thing? We can't. Now that there's a lot more information, that's why it's important to continue to grow and learn and be open to learning. Because if we're open to learn, then we're open to grow and to teach others and to not repeat past mistakes or to just, again, grow as people. So it's hard to kind of get out of those things that we've been taught our whole lives. So I applaud you, Scruffy. It's difficult. It's difficult work to undo what we've been told our whole lives. In any regards. So kudos to all of you who are doing that. We learn something new every day. Exactly. Correct. I did not, because it was very well documented that hamsters shouldn't be kept together because hamsters would fight and kill each other. And so since guinea pigs and hamsters are basically the same, right? No. Wrong. Very wrong. You know, don't keep them together. But in fact, they do better in pairs. So, you know, the ones that I had most recently, they had each other and they had a big cage and they had, you know, they weren't on shavings, they were on fleece that we want, like, you know, and we learn. There's nothing that, you know, if we could send a message back to our past self, sure, but we can't. So it's okay. Oh, ads. Dang. That like 15 minutes flew by. Okay. We'll play a round of words, then we'll come back and we will keep working on this. I'll see you in a few. Oh gosh. Nailed it. Whooshing. Welcome back from ads. Thank you for sitting through them. I appreciate you. Let me open my stream back up. Oh, was my mic on that whole time? Oh, okay. I basically did this. Because I couldn't get up because the sweet little angel's still here. So I couldn't actually get up, so I basically just like leaned back and stretched. Ooh! What did you stamp? Are you going to share pictures? Heard some cracks, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh no, you guys now know I breathe? Oh. You're painting your nails too? Who's gonna paint mine? I hate when the ads are so loud. I hate that on like TV. I hate that in Twitch ads. I hate it just all the time. Uh-oh. Cutie pie. Yeah, she ended up like stretching and then the mic fell under her and I was like, uh-oh. That's a great title. I love that. I love when she does that like in her sleep basically. Or like with her eyes closed. Like she might not be like fully asleep, but just like the little happy content sounds and you're like, "Oh." Especially for these guys who are outside. It's just the best. And they're like warm and cozy and happy now, and you're just like, oh, it's the greatest. Big Bang is a good show. So I'm doing the last row, like the first square. Haven't watched it? That's okay. It's a good show, though. I think you'd enjoy it. Knowing that you like Friends. You sang it as you read it. I love the clips I see on Facebook. Oh, you can borrow from your library? That's cool. Gotta love libraries. Shout out to the libraries, the librarians. Support your local libraries. Hell yeah. Your mom wanted you to be a librarian. That's an interesting aspiration for a child. I feel like so many parents are like, you're going to be a doctor or a teacher or astronaut. I don't know. I probably should have been the librarian. Nice, calm environment. Books. It was based on you read a lot. You did the school library after school? That's neat. Your 9-year-old would make a great librarian. I don't think I could have passed the classes. Actually, thinking about it, it might be like too quiet if I couldn't have like music or something on. But I could just picture being like the librarian sitting behind the thing, crocheting, waiting for like the kids to come up and ask where to find a book. Oh, cozy little bookstore craft cafe. Done. I want to run one of those. Yeah. Let's do it. This is the fourth stream this week talking about libraries, really? That is funny. Just on everyone's mind, I guess. Local bookstore has a cafe attached. Yeah, like Barnes and Noble here has a Starbucks attached. Not quite the same. Oh my gosh, that's adorable. Offering PA residents library cards to them. I mean, most libraries you can get a card for as long as you can like prove residency. You don't have to even pay anything to get a library card. Like I know when we moved, we had to just bring like our license that showed that we were residents of like this township, if you will. And we got cards. And then COVID happened and we haven't ever been to the library since. Which is a shame because it was really cute. It's cute. My old card from where we used to live is like from when I was a child, and I wrote my first and last name and put a little smiley face, and it's like little kid handwriting, and they were like, nope, that's your card. Like, only way you get a new one is if you lose it. But I think if you lose it, you have to pay. I still have it somewhere. It's funny, I still get emails from that library even though I don't live there anymore. Because they're so infrequent. It's mostly like, the library's closed due to snow. Like something like that. So I haven't, gotten off their email list. An e-card for the library, so you don't have to go in, yeah. I like that she hasn't moved from under this blanket. She's like, nope. 10 out of 10. Fantastic position to be in. Snuggling mom's leg. Warm and cozy. Pillow, head resting on a blanket as a pillow. Heck no, I wouldn't either. Oh good, your kitty litter was just delivered. Yeah. We were out. Big yawn, yeah. Baths. Gotta clean the sleepy from the eyes. You're so cute. Oh my goodness. She's like, oh my gosh, have they been watching me this whole time, just sleeping? Yikes. What a bunch of weirdos. It's because you're adorable. It's because you're so cute. Who's weirder, the streamer who's sleeping on stream or the watchers? The watchers. I mean, they're both weird. Yes. Couldn't see her for the last half hour, yeah. She just snuggled too deep. No, I don't know who's weirder. She slept so hard she doesn't know where she is. She doesn't know what day it is. What year is it? Okay. Green. Green. Green, brown. Just the top of her head. It feels very parasocial. Sleeping stream things. Like, we're besties, so we're having like a sleepover. Or like creepy people watching for like feet or legs or whatever part of a body that they want to look at to come up on. Like, I don't know. Like, even when Edward told Bella that he just likes watching her sleep, no. No, that's weird. I talk in my sleep. There's no telling what you get if you watched. James talks in his sleep. I did. And like, that's cool. But I also kind of hate that, like, he's, in a way, it's supporting JK. You know? Like, it's a weird. It, I have mixed feelings on it. Because, like, yeah, it's cool. It's very cool to see him as, like, an adult playing an adult Draco, because in my mind he will always be, you know, Draco. Just like how Daniel Radcliffe will always be Harry, but it's like, I just think it's going to bring more people into Broadway to watch, and that just lines her pockets more, and it's just, it's it's hard. Why did she have to be such a piece of crap human, you know? Like, all of it's her fault. Like, don't be a trashy person and we won't have this problem. Blocks it out, yeah. Well, and it's easy to also be like excited about something like that because you don't necessarily think about, like, oh, it's not supporting her, but like, it, you know, it's one of those things that It's like a tricky situation because your first thought isn't like, oh, well, this is lining her pockets. It's a character that we loved before she became a terrible person is coming back, and that's exciting. And then you're like, oh, wait. How do you separate that? Yep. Yeah, it's hard. Yep. Oh my god. Not the little peak over the... Yes. No, I knew what you meant. I love how pretty this name of the Pokemon sounds. Fluttermane, and then you look and it's like a mischievous evolution. I read that and I was like, oh no. Like it sounds like it would be some kind of like further evolution of like Rapidash or something. Fluttermane, and it's like, hi, I'm a ghost, I'm gonna steal your soul. And you're like, oh, okay. Nice catch, silly. I'm doing great on these today. This is my 5th square. It'll only have one side attached right now, but so 4.5. But in the past, I was only getting 3 done, like 1 an hour. So, heck yeah. I feel like that's how a lot of bigger projects go. It's the learning at the beginning, you know, either the pattern or how the assembly works or whatever, and then all of a sudden you're like, wow, I'm flying through it now. Look at me go. And then you're like, oh, I'm done. Oh. Okie dokie then. And then you're like, well, now I have this interesting skill set that I don't need to use anymore. And then you're like, maybe I'll just make one more because it'll go so much quicker now. And that's how you end up with half-finished projects, because you're like, actually, I hate this. I'm halfway through and everything is terrible. And that's valid. Welcome back. Yeah, now what do I do now that I've finished? Mm-hmm. Nails are done. Nice. Tell you, he's never been fed ever. Ugh. Wow. Maple likes to tell me the same thing. He'll be like, Mom, can you believe that Dad was in charge this morning and he didn't give me any food? And you're like, okay. If Cat says he's never been fed, then clearly he's never been fed, yeah. Who are we to argue? So true. Ooh, another thing I'm going to try and figure out over the weekend is if I can hook up this laptop to my main computer so that I can share the monitor on this computer, but I can stream from like my main one, because I play Minecraft on the laptop and everything is downloaded and it's nice and I don't have to worry about anything. It's all set up. And I don't really want to re-download everything onto the other computer and get it all situated. So that's something I'm going to try over the weekend. Because if I need to re-download it, then I will. And like play test it, make sure I get all the kinks worked out before streaming it. Of course, I'll do that and I'll figure out whatever I need to do. Whether I can hook it up or whether I need to re-download it. And I'll do it all. It'll all be perfect. And then I'll click go live and everything will break. I know that this is what will happen. I am confident in that. Because that's how tech works, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, Thursday's actually just going to be me crying on the floor in my office. Listen, live demos of anything are always cursed. I can't tell you how many times I watch like a Sims live stream of like a new pack or new features and there's like major glitches. I think they now like pre-record and they play things live instead. Because you're like watching them and they're like, whoops, hold on. Let me just fix that real quick. And it's like the Sims underground. Horses like teleported somewhere, you know, something. You're like, that's not supposed to happen. Okay, you know it's a live demo when things go wrong. True. Well, thank you all for joining me in the bedroom again. Ooh la la. We'll have at least one more of these streams. And then we're going to have things like a cooking stream and all other kinds of stuff. Oh my, silly. Oh my. I like PJ Party snuggled up with the kitty. I think she does too. They are. I agree. This is the ideal setup. Yeah, Artie's on stream but not in the way, and she's surrounded by yarn. True. She's very happy. When you gift the blanket. Make a king-size blanket just for Artie. I mean, I have a king-size blanket that I made for us. It does need a little bit of work because I decided that the way that I had assembled it isn't my favorite because it left too many gaps. So it's the temperature blanket, you know, the one that we spent so much time on stream. But I'm also like crocheting a little bit of like a stability thing in between my joins because it's a king size blanket and I just feel as though it pulls a little bit because it's only joined every like third stitch instead of like this one, which is joined every stitch. So maybe that's something that we can work on here and there when this blanket is done. That blanket's like never been used. And it's that'd be fun. This will be the last join we do because I'm not going to leave this halfway on. Sorry, I covered her up momentarily. You're good. You're seen again. Not the way she looked at me like, you did what? Mother? Thank you. I like it a lot. Like, I'd make this same style for our bedroom. Different color, but like, same thing. Aww. That's sweet. This string is much too long. Wow, that's a big stretch. There you go. She looks so proud to be in all that yarn. Yes, she's very pleased. Oh my gosh, heck yes, Scruffy. Tilted at the same spot. That's impressive. Wow, bless you. Hides in the blanket when you give it, right? Yeah, I have no idea how I'm gonna like gift this. Oh, coming out of your little cocoon. Oh my word. Oh, big stretches. Hi. Was that the coziest nap you've ever had? A big stretch. That was a good one, huh? Big stretch. Yeah. Hi. Hi, crocheting beta. Yeah, she was like doing a big sleep. She just woke up. Right? You just waking up? I was trying to get the purrs. Oh, no worries, Emily. I hope your appointment is good. You did get kitty purrs. Yeah. Hi, Shay. Ma'am, you have had so many snuggles already. But it wasn't scritches? You need those? We're so close to being done with this part. We're so close, ma'am. Okay, you're gonna sit there. Oh, God. That means I can move finally. That's her hand now. You need a new one. Yeah. Two for crafting, six for cats. There you go. Man, I'd love more hands for crafting. Can be crocheting, knitting, cross stitching all at once. No worries, Mia. Have a good night. Have a good weekend. When I finish this little section, I'll have attached 5 squares today. That's a record. It must be because I had a helper. How does one knit and crochet at the same time if I can't rub my tummy and pat my head? Poorly. Back to sleep. It's such a hard life, right? Honestly, I think she just wanted to get out of her little blanket. I think she was too warm. You know, we take our covers off. Because now she's sleeping on top of the little blanket that I had covering her. Or the square, I should say. See? Gotta stick a foot out from under the covers, yeah. Temperature control, absolutely. One leg under the square, mm-hmm. This is her blanket. I mean, I have leftover yarn from this blanket. I can make her a mini version of it. Nah, they don't mind because they had Quark. They had an orange kitty. That's why I've taken so many pictures of her in this blanket, because I figured they would appreciate knowing that an orange kitty has poured all their love into it too. I I hate to say it, but part of me was like, yeah, I can make this blanket now because they were able to keep Quark out of the bedroom, but then he passed away, and I was like, oh, because Quark had pica, which is where he would eat stuff that he shouldn't, including like my brother's clothes if he could get into the closet and all sorts of stuff. So I would be very worried about him undoing yarn and getting that all like entangled. I'm literally gonna have to go through my camera roll after this and like delete stuff. But like, entangled like the movie. Amazing. What a baby, right? Ugh, such a cutie. Could someone do the next add command? Okay, within the next minute. If I could type. Oh my god. She put her paw over her face. And so she's making the little p sound, the little air puffs. That's what we'll do during the ad break. No, she shifted. Oh, thank y'all for sitting through ads. Of course, you probably can't hear me because the ads just started, but. I should pet her during this ad break, really get the purrs going.
You're so sweet. I found my people.
Thank you for that follow. Welcome in. Here for some kitty purrs. Oh my god. Oh, girly, you're too cute. Thank you for all the clips of her big purrs. I love you so much. The one at the table. We got a lot done today. I'm very pleased. Three and a half hours to do 5 squares. I mean, 2 were N squares, which means that they were a little quicker, but still, I'll take it. Still counts. Exactly. It's 5 squares that weren't attached at the beginning of the stream. So, 5 less to do. I'll take it. That's pretty good time. I know. Which is good because it's getting close to the wedding. I know. I might do like a simple one. It's tricky. I'll have to see what it looks like all together, but I feel like it could be nice. I mean, quilts have bias tape a lot of times around the outside, right? They're not just like raw quilts. It has like a thing on the edge. So that's kind of like my thinking, is just picking like one of the colors and doing like a little bit. Of just like a simple border. Like maybe orange, because, well, orange or the brown, because neither one like is really up against the edge, if that makes sense. Like the points touch the edge of the blanket, but those are all like interior colors. Like the greens are all on the outside. I don't have any more of the greens. So I have more of the orange and I have more of the brown, but I'm all out of the green yarn. So if you remember, I had that one stream where I panicked thinking I was going to have to like frog and redo stuff because I was going to run out, and I won yarn chicken. Like the neutrals for the border, yeah. Nice like a quilt, yeah. I think just doing like either like 2 rounds of single crochet or like a round of half double would be nice. Ugh, there we go. Just to kind of like give that bias tape look. Yeah, it was both greens, but I thought that I was going to run out of the light green. Like that was the one I was worried about. So I was originally considering frogging the light green corners and making them brown. But it turns out I didn't have to do that. I had enough. Thank God. It would, I think. Yes, the brown and the orange I have a full skein of left. So I will be good with either. She's passed out again. Gosh, it's a hard life being a cat. Meanwhile, I'm going to wrap up here and I'm going to go cook dinner. So hard. Hooray! 5 squares done. This whole corner. Hey, yo, beautiful girl. Oh, you're so cute. Okay. I'm like, I want to weave in the, I mean, I don't want to weave in these ends, but I'm like, I should weave in these ends now. Keep the ball rolling. And I'm like, no, girl, you got to go cook dinner. Because these ends I won't need. Like, I left behind the ones that I wasn't sure if I would need or not when I was assembling. But now that I know I have ones, yeah, get up and stretch. Absolutely. I'm going to go cook. And I'm gonna make fettuccine pasta with broccoli. Ends can be done later, yeah, absolutely. Oh, even just sitting forward like this feels good on my back. Yeah, I'll be right over. Come on over. I'm trying to decide if I want to do, I don't actually have fettuccine noodles. I have regular spaghetti noodles. And I have bow tie pasta. And I think I want to make bow tie pasta with broccoli instead of spaghetti, since I don't have the thick fettuccine noodles. Bow tie pasta is always good. Like, that's always one of my favorites. I don't know why. It's just a fun shape. Yes, yep. Falafel. I don't even know how to say it. But yes. I feel like spaghetti noodles with any other sauce than red is illegal. Yeah, it does kind of feel like that, doesn't it? Snap, crackle, pop goes everything. Okay, I was trying to see who was on that we could go raid. But my Twitch is taking forever to load because I'm doing other things. Oh, evidently the Summer Game Fest is on. I guess they're showing new games that are going to be coming out. Do I even have... I don't even have a window open. Yeah. Let me see if I can do it this way. Can I do it this way? Heck yeah. Okay, let's go say hi to Doc. He is watching the Summer Game Fest. So let's go see. There we go. Let's go see what's going on over there. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone. I won't be here until Monday. And so I hope that you all have a really nice weekend. Come hang out in Discord if you would like in between. But I will see you again on Monday. I don't know what we're going to do. I'll figure it out. But thank you so much for being here today. I appreciate the heck out of you. Whoosh.